Netflix have just released their 8 episode series of Devil May Cry. Based off of the video game of the same name, this is going to be a non-spoiler review of this series. As a person who is a rock DJ, first start off with the fact that I got to hear about this show because there's a song by Evanescence released for Devil May Cry. So when I heard that Evanescence had released a song for this show, I was like, I have to make sure that I see it. For those of you who have not played the video game, like me, I have not played it, but I'm familiar with some stuff about it. Devil May Cry is about a professional demon hunter called Dante, and in this show he has an amulet which he believes that it's a family heirloom, but it's actually like the key to hell. And well, there's a whole fight about that amulet between the good and the bad who want it for their own individual reasons. The animation, first of all, looks absolutely great in my opinion. It kind of reminds me of the Boondocks, if you've ever watched the Boondocks, and also Invincible. If you've watched Invincible, yeah. If you like Boondocks and if you like Invincible, this show kinda has that type of animation style. The voice acting is pretty good. For example, there's this one character he's like a scientist professor and he's working for the vice president, and he's this black guy and he has like this voice acting kinda like he's from Wakanda. I don't know, man. I found the voice acting to be having a really large variety, and I thought it was pretty good. The law of the entire, when I say law, I mean LORE. The law of the entire show, or the law of the world, is pretty well explained. You don't have to have played the video game to understand anything in this show. Everything is going to be explained. So for those of you who haven't played the game like me, you'll pretty much understand everything. This show is metal as fuck. Damn. The last time I saw a show go this hard was Invincible. The amount of blood, gore you will see in this show. I mean, if you've played the game, probably it won't surprise you, but to me, I knew what I was signing up to watch, and still, I didn't expect it to go this hard. Like, there's this scene in episode 4. I'm not going to give any real spoilers, but there's this scene in episode 4 where this one chick gets stabbed by a demon from behind, and she gets lifted, and then there's like metal playing in the background. It's so hardcore. There are so many Easter eggs. If you're a gamer, obviously, because this is an adaptation of a video game, there's so many Easter eggs of other video games from Capcom, like Street Fighter, Mega Man, and others. So I thought that was pretty nice. I only have like 4 complaints about this show. Number 1 is the vice president of the US is a key character of this show, and he constantly keeps talking about God in a religious way, which I find to be kind of odd, because the way the show portrays it is like, it's not like the religious demon, it's more like demons from another dimension. So to me, it feels kind of misplaced. My second issue is that there's attempts at being funny in this show, and the humor also feels misplaced. Like, there are these 2 demon hunter dudes, they are following the villain, and then the villain is a demon in the form of like a giant bunny rabbit, and they go to his hideout and they're like, wow, I didn't expect him to stay here. And then this other demon hunter asks him, why did you expect him to stay like in a giant hole, like a real rabbit or something like that? I don't know, they're trying to be funny, but I just wasn't feeling it. Speaking of the evil rabbit villain, he's so like cartoonishly evil. I find Dante to be a much better character. The villain is so cartoonishly evil with a monocle. He's like a James Bond villain. I just found it so cartoonishly evil of him. I feel like Dante is a much better written character. Every other character is much better, but the villain just comes off as like generically cartoonishly evil, in my opinion. I don't know if he's like that in the video game. I don't know if he's in the video game, but that's just how I feel in this adaptation. And then characters sometimes do very stupid things. Like, there's this one scientist character, professor dude. He's supposed to be intelligent, but he throws a grenade at the villain, and I'm like, why? And it can just be smacked back in your face. There's this scene where Dante is riding his bike, and he knows that if he reaches a certain point, a bomb will go off. And I was like, why would he do that? I mean, I know Dante's character is for him to be like aggressive and arrogant, but still, like, why would you willingly ignore rules that will put him in danger? So many other little things where characters just say and do dumb stuff that I would not expect them to do, but it's not a really huge issue, to be honest with you. Out of 10, I think I'd give the show an 8. It's pretty fun to watch. I watched the whole 8 episodes in one sitting. It was pretty good. So out of 10, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. If you've watched this show, please make sure to tell me what you thought about it. If you've played the game and you're really, really familiar with it, please tell me how it compares to this adaptation of Netflix. Smash like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about the show in general. Even if you've never played the game, then I'll see you in the next one.